So can you give me a minute, please? I think my friends are not really here. Just give me a minute. So sorry.
Also, I think just a second, Simran. I think UP16 just joined. So you guys, if you need to know the rules and anything, you guys can ask us right now because then we'll be starting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Any
please
doubts
can
you
you
have?
repeat the rules?
Okay, so you guys, we'll be giving you unconventional products with you guys like we'll be giving you before your chance. You'll have 7 minutes to discuss and 3 minutes to perform. Well, basically pitch your idea. So for those 7 minutes,
5 minutes.
oh
Five
yeah,
minutes to
sorry, sorry,
perform.
5 minutes. I'm so sorry. 5 minutes to present it, and you guys have to discuss or whatever on your own things, like on WhatsApp or video call, or if you make your own team or whatever you want to do. That's on you. You guys will have 7 minutes to discuss how to pitch it, and that's it. And that's all you have to do. Is that okay?
Perfect.
And guys, if you don't mind, can you please switch on your cameras? We want it to be like a bit interactive. No, Dhruv. All the teams will get different products.
Product Flex is your team here.
Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, we are here. Please go on.
Okay, so we will be starting with round one for Product Flex. Your 7 minutes starts now. This is your product. It is an MDH anti-aging cream.
Do we have to give it a new name as well, or the name we just have to give what is given?
If you can come up with a nice product name, that's up to you.
Okay, sure.
Also, guys, while presenting, you guys will have to keep your camera on, so please remember that. Guys, you have to start now.
Just a second before you start,
Yeah.
the product for team 2, which is UP16, is this. It is an Oreo biscuit which has cream on top and the cookies in the center. And your 7 minutes starts now.
So basically, it's an inside out Oreo, and you have to pitch this product. And the product list, you guys can start now.
Okay, yeah. Can you turn the slide back?
Just to remind you guys, you have only 5 minutes.
All right. So, all right, here we come. Here it comes. So, hey guys, hello everybody. We have a new product for all of you, and the name of our product is Radiance फैलाने वाली cream. And इस cream से rejuvenate yourself, rejuvenate your feelings, and mesmerize all the friends around you. Just like you mesmerize all your friends around you while cooking with our MDH masalas, making them all healthy and putting beautiful, and everything in there. So sorry. Just like you use our masalas and you put delicious food in their mouths, just use our cream and show them how you become beautiful by our rejuvenating cream and just mesmerize them. So, coming to how our products helps you all is first of all, this cream is completely organic. Without a single doubt, it is a organic cream. You won't find a single harming chemical in there. You can be completely assured of any kind of allergies and issues that you might have with your skin. So be rest assured, it is our guarantee that you won't have any skin problems if you use this cream. And the second part is it use such delicate natural products that your skin is just going to feel amazing to you and to others. The person who looks at your skin is going to wonder, like, you will have changed the way you look, the way you feel on your skin, at least just by using our cream. And on top of that, you already have our masalas to have delicious food to just show yourself off to your friends. And to top it all off, it is all 100% vegan as well. So guys, this is our new cream. This small little pocket of gold, I would say. It will revive your long lost glow. This doesn't matter, your age doesn't matter. This is for everyone. This is purely organic, so even if a child uses it, it won't hurt him. And if a 70-year-old person uses it, it will just make you feel like at least years younger. Surely, without a doubt. And just like your taste was our duty, now your beauty is our duty as well. Just keep in mind, like you could trust us with your taste, the taste you needed, you can also trust us with the kind of skin and the kind of beauty you need as well. So yeah, I hope, I do hope that you go to your local stores and ask your friends about this cream, and just go to your local store and buy this cream, and then enjoy its many merits, and its never ending merits. And also, on top of that, it is also an anti-aging cream. It is also an anti-aging cream. So just to top it all off, I can't speak. I don't think I can cover all the perks of this cream just in 5 minutes, but here it comes. So anti-aging is a part, it being vegan is a part, it is 100% organic, that's a part, and it's made of wholesome uh, materials, that's a part. And also it will make you feel radiant, it will make you feel fresh, it will help your skin to just glow and just mesmerize all of your friends. So thank you everybody. This was our Radiance Filane Wali cream by MDH, of course. I
Okay,
hope our
so
best. Yeah, yeah.
I have a question. So there are so many anti-aging creams in today's world. There are so many vegan products, so many organic products. What is something that makes you unique? Why would someone prefer your product over other products?
There are you're completely correct that there are many anti-aging and organic and etc creams in the market. But you know what they all have? They all have some kind of flaw which rests in their trust. There is some kind of chemical always found which is, instead of helping your skin, is actually hurting it in the long run. But as you know, our trust goes decades, if not centuries back. And if we are saying something, we are absolutely sure about it, and we're not lying to our customers. So that's something that definitely stands out. And to top that off, of course, our quality speaks through our masalas, which has already been around for a very long time. So our quality is, rest assured, which is, if not to boast, is going to be better than most, if not every other competitor in the market.
Okay, just one last question I have.
Please.
So whenever you're launching a new product, you'll need some kind of sponsorship or funding. So what would be your target companies? What kind of companies would you approach to sponsor you?
See, first of all, the companies which have been with us for the longest time, like, first of all, how do I say this? If I say this in Hindi, like, our Baba says, like, unka hak banta hai. Like, first the right is theirs. Like, first we'll go to them, and then of course we'll sponsor the kind of companies who are reciprocating the feeling of making the world better via organic products and vegan products, and which are health conscious and body conscious in a positive way, in a very positive way, and the companies that want to help people lead a better life.
Okay, thank you guys. Your time is up.
Yeah.
Um, UP16, you guys have another 30 to 40 seconds to prepare, and then we'll start with your presentation. And then I'll announce the product for the next team. Thank you.
Hey, wait, I didn't know that we have been given the product.
The product was announced the moment Product Flex started their performance. We had announced your product.
Cool, cool.
Nirmit, Aditya, you guys can start now.
Yeah, before UP16 starts, the
Yeah.
product for ESET is Patanjali dating app.
UP16, you can start.
Mm. So in the traditional biscuits, so we know
Also,
that
please turn on your cameras.
भाई
Yeah.
बिल्कुल हालत नहीं है यार कैमरा ऑन करने की मत करो
Please have a camera on for the event.
Yeah,
It's just for
it's
5 minutes.
necessary.
Can you give me like 1 minute?
Dude, your time has getting
Yeah,
started.
time is
Yeah,
running
Uh,
started.
out. It's
yeah.
up to you how
So
much time you will take.
leave the camera, just start.
Yeah, just start speaking.
Okay, so like our product is inside out Oreo. So we all know that in the traditional biscuits we have to like what majority of kids like to eat the middle part of it. So in our biscuit they don't have to worry about it because they are getting whole cream first and they can like eat away the middle part afterwards. And like and can you please like put the slide there? Okay, never mind. Like, the customer does not have to wait for twisting it and licking it and then dunking it. They can directly just lick it and then eat it. So yeah, that's it.
You still have 4 minutes of your presentation. You can speak if more if you want.
No, thank you.
Okay, so Nirmit, I think we'll go for the questions. So, same question as I asked team one, what kind of companies, because since we're considering that you don't have funds, so what kind of companies would you be approaching to fund you for this product?
Nirmit, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
can
here.
you guys?
yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're audible.
Yeah, okay. Like, can you repeat the question? There was some internet issue, I guess.
What kind of companies would you approach to fund your product?
I think we'd be targeting all the major established companies like considering this is a new product and we'll be targeting Cadbury, Britannia, sort of the companies who already are into this thing and we'll tell them this is our new product and I think this will be a hit especially among the kids since I personally used to, only eat the cream part of the Oreo. So I think, yeah.
But this is an Oreo biscuit, and don't you think Cadbury is a competitor of Oreo?
Yeah, we'll have to think about that. One second.
I think what Samyak wants to say is that if you approach a product to them, they'll rather steal the idea rather than like funding it.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, we'll have to think about it. One second.
UP16, you guys just have 30 seconds left.
One thing I guess we can do is, if there are patents for food products, so we can probably apply for that and, on off royalties, selling our idea to the companies. That's one thing we can do.
Okay. So your time is up. The 13 E said you guys still have 2 minutes more, so you guys can keep going. Thank you. Okay, Team Cell, your discussion time is up, so you guys can switch on your camera and start with your presentation.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, can you please have your camera on?
Yeah, sure.
You along with your team. Thank you.
Yes. So Patanjali dating app. The name of the app will be Kama Sutra, a Patanjali dating app. And the tagline which we are going with will be, our Baba Ramdev has been single for all his life to help you guys get laid. Right. Apart from that, our primary target audience is the age group above the age of 25, obviously, because millennials will focus on Tinder and Bumble, and we want to get into the market which is not yet covered, because people above the age of 30 are generally not on Tinder and Bumble, right? So that is a primary audience. Also, the main focus will be to get those people who are having a tough time either getting, you know getting a partner in their life. They are divorcees, they are single mother, single father, something like that. That is a primary audience. And also, Varnika can talk about the specifics of the app, how the app will be made.
So basically we're focusing on people aged like 50 plus. We're not going to be releasing it as soon as right now. We'll be launching it a bit later, so that people who are of that age are acquainted with this technology. And it's okay. Am I okay? So it's going to be very user friendly, and uh, people who are 50 plus, 45 aged, who are divorcees, they get to meet new people through it, and they are able to recover from their loneliness. Divorcee people, widows, and people who have been single all throughout their lives. And yeah, you can get to make new friends as well. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah,
Madhuri?
so okay, so I will go with the funding and sponsorship part. After that, Madhuri will talk about the advertisement which we have planned. So the sponsor, we are not going forward with sponsorship. We will be going forward with funding, and the primary source of funding in the initial days will be obviously from the dating app itself. We will have to bootstrap along our way, and the prices to join the app will be much higher in the initial phase. Later on, we will decrease the price so that we can get more and more people on board, right? Along with that, we are also, since we already have Patanjali products uh, on the side, right? We are planning to integrate our app as a small icon inside that app, so that people, our target audience is already on that app, right? So they can easily um, go to the Google Play Store and download an app. So this is just to fast track our initial funding day, not funding, I would say revenue days. As for funding and sponsorship, we will go with events where we will conduct events where there is a large where basically a majority of a target audience exists. So, for example, there are yoga centers. For example, there are Zumba classes and gyms where primarily there are many women and many men above the age of 30. So that will be a funding route and sponsorship part. We'll conduct such events to generate awareness and get sponsors to obviously fund our event. And later on, we will shift to a freemium model. Freemium model means you can download the app for free, and inside the app, you get a bunch of features just like Tinder and Bumble. You get a bunch of features when you pay a subscription amount every month. Yeah. Madhuri?
As for the ad, since this app is mainly focused on those customers who are, lonely at the age of 30 and all. So Baba Ramdev helps them find their partners, and once they get a match, they'll be given few matured pickup lines, and also uh, if they wish to go on a second date, as told, the sponsors might be the gym people, the park ones, and when there is a match and when they wish to go on a second date, when the things work out, you'll be provided with few you know bonus, like coupons for the date places, etc. So the ads will be displaying people above 30, and yeah, Ramdev will be helping you find a partner.
Basically, these ads will go on television. These will go as Facebook ads. Obviously, we will not run Instagram ads because our target audience is not on Instagram. These will be primarily on two channels, TVs and Facebook, and
Newspapers.
on, yeah. Madhuri, continue.
Yeah,
Acha, okay.
I'm
So on TV, we will focus, for men, we will focus on news channels, and for ladies, we will focus on ZTV, Colors, Star Plus, etc. And we will advertise on these channels just to get more and more people, just to generate awareness, obviously. After that,
Guys,
we
your time is up.
okay, cool, no problem.
So Dhruv, I had a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said initially in the starting phase, you will be like increasing the prices for the premium features, right? Yeah,
Yes.
so don't you think because of that there'll be a backlash, like users will like shorten their active time in the app? So how will
Um.
you counter that issue?
Okay, yeah. So as I said, the app will not get a lot of users initially. We will only have a few users initially, and since Patanjali has been a brand, right, which has always catered to such a audience demographic, then it's safe to assume that the people who will be joining our app are also Patanjali products are very expensive, if you see 10 to 15% above the general market rate, average market rate. So it's safe to assume that our target audience has the amount of money to spend, right, and they will be willing to do that. And these are generally people who are not, I would say, happy or satisfied in their life, right? So when you put pleasure into perspective, people are ready to spend ridiculous amounts of money.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Those were amazing pitches, and I'm sure you guys had fun. So just give us some time to calculate everything. Thank you.
Uh, do you guys mind if I ask a question about the last app, Tinder app or whatever app?
Yeah, sure. You can. You guys can ask.
Yeah. Who was in the team? Dhruv, you there?
Yeah, yeah, we are there.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Pardon me if I'm wrong. The name of your app was Kama Sutra, right?
Yeah.
And the target, like the people you were targeting, were above the age of 25. So let's say just 30 plus people, right?
Yeah.
So given the first of all, given the obnoxious name of your app, and considering that India is not the most forwarded country in terms of being not prudish, right? So given that obnoxious name and our culture and our heritage and the way Patanjali portrays itself, so like, do you think like it will go well with the public? Like if you release that product, do you think it will go well with the name of Patanjali itself, like the Kama Sutra name? And
So
yeah,
okay, yeah. Well, I agree with the fact that that the word might not go well with the public, but if you see, then the word itself, the word Kama Sutra, is is deeply rooted in Indian culture.
it is,
If
it
you
is, it
if
is.
you
Okay, if I
right.
may, sorry to interrupt you. If I
So I'm sure that it's going to piss off a lot of people, especially above the age of 30, right? But at the same time, there will be few people in that particular demographic who will be very much inclined to visit the app, because if you see it it just portrays an app. It just shows that it's an app that can get you, yeah, that can get you laid, right?
Right, right. But then again, you were saying that the concept of your app is to find a partner, not to get laid. It was contradicting. Are you trying to find a partner or just to get laid and get over it?
Okay, so well, over here we don't want to become shadi.com, right? That is not a territory, and we want to segregate ourselves from shadi.com and all the shadi websites and apps, right? So it's like, it's up to the person. You can just be on a casual dating site, you can be on a speed dating site, you can be on a what do we call it? If you want to find a long-term partner, you can do that as well. So it's like up to the person,
Okay,
but
okay,
our general branding would be around finding a suitable person for you.
okay, okay. Great, great. I'm convinced. Okay, thank you for answering.
Yeah,
Uh, do you guys mind if I ask a question about the last app, Tinder app or whatever app?
Yeah, sure. You guys can ask.
Yeah. Who was in the team? Dhruv, you there?
yeah, we are there.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask a question?
Yeah, no problem.
Pardon me if I'm wrong. The name of your app was Kama Sutra, right?
Yeah.
And the target, like the people you were targeting, were above the age of 25. So let's say just 30 plus people, right?
Yeah.
So given the first of all, given the obnoxious name of your app, and considering that India is not the most forwarded country in terms of being not prudish, right? So given that obnoxious name and our culture and our heritage and the way Patanjali portrays itself, so like, do you think like it will go well with the public? Like if you release that product, do you think it will go well with the name of Patanjali itself, like the Kama Sutra name? And
So
yeah,
okay, yeah. Well, I agree with the fact that that the word might not go well with the public, but if you see, then the word itself, the word Kama Sutra, is is deeply rooted in Indian culture.
it is, it is, it
If
is.
you
Okay, if I
right.
may, sorry to interrupt you.
So
If I
I'm sure that it's going to piss off a lot of people, especially above the age of 30, right? But at the same time, there will be few people in that particular demographic who will be very much inclined to visit the app, because if you see, it it just portrays an app. It just shows that it's an app that can get you, yeah, that can get you laid, right?
Right, right. But then again, you were saying that the concept of your app is to find a partner, not to get laid. It was contradicting. Are you trying to find a partner or just to get laid and get over it?
Okay, so well, over here we don't want to become shadi.com, right? That is not a territory, and we want to segregate ourselves from shadi.com and all the shadi websites and apps, right? So it's like, it's up to the person. You can just be on a casual dating side, you can be on a speed dating side, you can be on a what do we call it, if you want to find a long term partner, you can do that as well. So it's like up to the person.
Okay,
But
okay,
our general branding would be around, finding a suitable person for you.
okay, okay. Great, great. I'm convinced. Okay, thank you for answering.
Yeah, thanks, it was a great question.
Um, okay, guys. So all three teams performed really well, and all of them were really good and unique pitches in their own ways. But it is a competition. So the one team going forward from this room is ECell. So congratulations, guys. Your pitch was amazing, and thank you. We will let you know when the second round starts.
Yeah, for round two, please join the general meeting.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, guys. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
इंसान सब कुछ बोल रहा है या तीन लोग तीन चीजें बोल रहे हैं, that's completely on to you.
All right, should I go on with the first product?
Yep.
All right, for team losers, your product for this round is on your screen. You have 7 minutes and your time starts now.
So MDH is the brand.
Yes.
It's an anti-aging cream by MDH.
Cool. Also, guys, can you just turn your cameras on?
We need to discuss separately, so that would
Yeah,
be.
so you can turn your cameras on during the pitch. It's all
हाँ,
right.
we're not gonna touch you. वो भी करने दो, करने कर लो.
Yeah, during the pitch. Okay. Yeah, we'll turn on our cameras. Okay. Thank you.
So like till the time the losers are discussing and all, we just like wait.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
ये idea किसका था?
There's a lot of people.
And it's only for the first team. After that, you guys will be busy.
हाँ, मतलब if you want, we can हम गाने लगा सकते हैं, but I'm pretty sure you don't want
Anyway,
that.
starts pitching, we'll give
ऐसे
you
ये
your
काम generally मैं
product.
करता था. Sorry guys.
हाँ. So for meanwhile, if you want, you can talk यहाँ पे. उसमें कोई issue नहीं है. अगर तुम्हें नहीं करना है socialize, then you can just sit and wait for your turn. It's completely on to you.
वो पतंजलि वाला देना कोई.
कौन था ये?
ये किसने बोला?
वही बोला ना मैंने, प्रशांत.
ओह.
तो वही इशू है ना, मेरे को तो पता है ना ऑर्डर.
चिल्ला चिल्ला के सबको स्कीम बता दे.
प्लान.
हमारे पास अरियंत कृष्णा है भाई. अरियंत तब तक तो कोई स्टैंड अप सेट बता दे जो कर रहा है.
टीम लूजर्स कौन है?
They're discussing.
Okay.
You guys have 2 minutes left.
Guys, it will be highly appreciated if you all could turn on your cameras.
Um, Woody Bus? Is anyone here from Woody Bus?
Yep, Bada. Go ahead. Am I
All
audible
right.
first of all?
Are your team
Yeah, you
members
are.
here?
Kavya, is Kavya here?
Saksham, I think Woody Buzz is Kavya and Prashant.
Yeah.
ठीक है तो all right, will be इनको like privately text करके इनका product बता दो.
I think we can show
What
them the
happened?
product here only, na?
Privately मत दिखाओ.
हाँ, we have to show them the product here.
Okay.
So
And also, team losers, you have about a minute and 10 seconds left before you have to start with your pitch. Right?
Varun?
yeah.
Just
So Team Bodibas, your product for this round is you can figure it out. But on your screen is not
Yeah,
visible.
the screen is not moving.
Is it visible now?
no.
All right. Just 1 second. Sorry. Uh, Meanwhile, Ishan, you can download the PPT, and if it's not visible by then, you can do the PPT thing. I don't have the sharing rights anymore in this meeting, apparently.
All right, team losers, you have 15 seconds left.
Okay, Varun was made unattendee. I'll make him presenter. Yeah, done.
Okay, team losers will need you to start with your pitch now.
All
It's
right.
been 7 minutes.
Wait. Users start with their
Saksham,
pitch.
wait.
Guys, yeah. Team Bodibas, this is your product. So while team losers start with their pitch, you can start thinking upon your product's pitch.
Great.
Thank you.
Team losers?
All
Yeah.
right.
Hi.
Yeah, just a second. Varun, you can like pause the slideshow for now, and we can have team users to speak.
Yeah, please turn your cameras on.
One
We need you
second.
guys to start.
Whose team is going next?
After Woody Buzz, it would be Oreo, but right now
All
can
right, all
use
right.
it.
Yeah, okay,
Just
yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. I just thought we saw the Oreo on the screen, so I just got confused. My bad.
Team losers.
Are you going to start?
Yeah, where are you guys?
Just to tell you guys that your 5 minutes clock has been started and your time will
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
deducted.
So you've lost about a minute as of now.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Right. Am I visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
you are.
I can't seem to hear anyone.
Can you hear us now?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
I think it's an internet
Hello.
issue.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Now you
Wait.
can hear, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I'll start then.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Right. So, a very good evening to one and all present here. We are here with an extremely unconventional product to serve a target segment that is usually ignored in the skin sector. We are here with an anti aging cream, which is strongly backed by one of the brands which has such a strong positioning and so much of trust in the market, called MTH Anti Aging Cream. The gap in the market that it is filling is, if we look at the records of all the skin sector products that have been coming out in the recent years, they are usually targeted for young or middle-aged people. If we talk about, and especially if we're talking about segments like sustainability or green consumption, ethical consumption, we are not targeting the old people. This is one of the first creams targeted at old people, which is talking about sustainability and is talking about anti-aging. So coming to the marketing plan for our product, we will be using an integrated marketing program, which is basically using multiple marketing channels. A lot of social media will be used, but because of the kind of target group we are going ahead with, we'll be using a lot of physical store marketing, right? Effective sales pitching. Whenever a customer walks in, just giving them the best advice possible, creating a very intimate relation with them. That would be our aim. Our brand positioning will be extremely strong. It will be about sustainability. We are planning to connect it with the concepts of Ayurveda. People of this age would definitely connect themselves with the organic aspects of Ayurveda, and we are confident that they'll connect with it. A lot of WhatsApp and Facebook marketing, Instagram, definitely that's something that is there on our mind. But WhatsApp and Facebook, according to the stats, we get a lot of our target consumers over there. So very strong WhatsApp and Facebook marketing. I would now like to hand over the floor to Tejal, who will talk about Pia.
All right. Just one thing. We weren't told when to mention the tagline, so we kept
Yeah,
it.
so
But
we kept it to the end. So can we just mention?
Um,
All right, go ahead. You can mention
Okay,
your
yeah,
yeah,
sure.
tagline.
our tagline.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Our
the
tagline.
tagline that we thought about was stay young forever, and who better than I, as in MDH uncle, to advertise it.
And
That was
for
it.
Cool.
our social
Okay.
media marketing, we were leading ahead with uh,
ma'am, your time is up. It's
us
your
us
time.
Yeah,
yeah,
honestly,
it
guys, your
was
time is
Anyway,
up.
Asli Twaja
anyway, for the other teams, guys, you strictly have 5 minutes. So उसके बीच में you अगर तुम discuss भी करना चाहते हो उससे पहले you just have 5 minutes. उसी में बोलना है. ना ऊपर ना नीचे. Okay.
You have 7 minutes to think. उसमें सोच लो, then yes.
Cool.
All right, Team Woody Bus, the floor is yours. Please start.
We need to tell the product to team 3.
Yeah, go
All
ahead
right.
for that.
For that, I'll just share the screen for team 3. All right,
So the
for
third
team
team is
3,
Oreo, right?
this is for team 2. And for team 3, your product is on your screen.
Wait, this is for team 3, right?
Right.
Yeah,
This
team Oreo.
And team
Yeah.
2 also you gave at the same time. Like oh, you gave that before. All right, all right.
All right.
Actually, I'm confused. Like, which is team two and which is team three? Can you follow
Team
up?
2 is Woody Bus. Team
Team
3 is Oreo.
Oreo's in team name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
The
Do
name of the
not
team
go
is
by
Oreo.
the slide you just saw. Do
This
not.
is the product for Team Oreo. You have about
Taste.
7.
Excuse me. I had a query regarding the sponsorship bit. So our team went on assuming that sponsorship is related to the finance pitching and the funding section of it, or is it the brand ambassador section? Because we got a little confused with the latest pitch. Is sponsorship related to brand ambassador or like the funding? Just for clarity.
Well,
Like we
I
wanted.
was like, yeah, go Yusra.
Continue.
I don't know.
Yeah, so basically, we wanted you to give us the sponsorship strategies. Like, how are you planning to go for companies? Like, how are you planning to approach companies? And which companies are you choosing? And why will
Right.
they
So
be
that was
interested in your
sponsorship,
company?
right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you for the clarity.
Yeah.
Team 3 will ask you to pitch in about 15 seconds. All right, Team 3, the floor is yours. Please start with your pitch now.
Team 3, Team Oreo. Are you there?
Can you hear us?
Yes, we're here, we're here. Just 1 second.
Okay. All right, you've got 4.5 minutes left. Please use your time as you please.
I don't know what's your tagline, bro. You guys come up. Um, okay, so we're gonna start now. So yes, good afternoon, everybody. So I'm gonna bring forth a really interesting product. You see, nowadays people are just addicted to candy, and it's quite troubling. Small kids, they can't stop eating it, and some people have sugar problems. They just feel bad that they can't eat candy in the sense. So why don't we just shift the industry a bit? Why don't we just trick them completely? So, we came up with a product. It's called Trap and M's, just like M&M's, because we're gonna trick them into eating candy which is tasteless. Now I know that longevity may be an issue with a product like this, but I promise you it is a great solution for kids who can't stop eating candies, because those parents will definitely come and buy a product like this. You can just tell the kid, ki, it's a candy, take a bite, and then keep tricking them. So there's no taste towards it. Now candy, of course, it is good to have sweet sometimes, but then sometimes that addiction slightly crosses over the line. So yes, sometimes we do need a product like Trap and M's, because it'll stop the addiction. And we can target many industries like this. Maybe Colgate, they can help us out. They can sponsor us. I know it seems a bit off the track, but then it's a way to like look at the market in a different way.
Team 4, you've got exactly a minute left before you have to give your pitch.
Can you repeat?
You've got exactly about a minute left before you have to start with your pitch.
You guys can start as it is.
Yes, please
Team
do
4,
start.
Your 5 minutes have started, so you guys are losing time.
Yes, the floor is yours. Please come.
Okay, our tagline is Yash.
Will be Swadeshi Samriddhi, bringing people together.
Okay, so can't afford your own Seema auntie? Look no further. We are here to. Are you a millennial? Look no further. We are here. Are you a tired millennial, tired of looking through kundalis and finding rishtas and still can't find a perfect partner to suit all your needs, um, psychological, physical, and cultural? We are here to help you out. Our app is going to not only connect you with a person who has similar beliefs as you, but a person who believes in similar society, in a similar society, who has similar uh, cultural beliefs and so for our marketing, our target demography would be middle-aged people, professionals who generally don't have time for kundalis and the normal means, and they want a traditional match, but at the same time they don't have time to invest in a traditional match. So our target audience is millennials, uh, uh, middle-aged millennials, and so for them, our means of reaching out to them would be social media, because it's obviously an app. And besides that, we'll be making our presence very well known in Facebook, because a lot of Facebook is a middle-aged people's place. Come on. So we'll be making a presence over there, and besides that, we'll be trying to interact with more and more people to get the feedback, get insights on what they actually want, because we know the needs of millennials, Gen Z. We know older boomers have no need, but the needs of middle-aged people is literally unknown. So we are try to have kiosks in malls and other areas where we can, or maybe near the offices and all, to get an idea of what our demography needs, and construct our product according to them. So it will be a consumer-based product, and besides that, we'll choose traditional means of marketing. We'll be marketing ourselves physically through newspaper or television, preferably over news channels. Maybe we'll have adverts on that. And besides that, for sponsorship, we'll be looking for maybe shadi.com. Have it as a preface to that, shadi, because ultimately most of the relationships, not all, lead to marriages. So maybe uh, our platform could be a way to organically lead towards a marriage rather than just meeting up for marriage. Have a relationship, know each other better, understand each other's need better, and then maybe go for a marriage. So for the PR and other aspects of marketing, I'll be handing it over to Yash and Aryan.
Aaron, you can go ahead.
Guys, your time is up. Also, Mastix, please take your product. Ashwin, the next slide. Mastix, your team has the product Inside Out Oreo. And your time starts now. Uh,
Yeah, should we start?
yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Hi everyone. This is Team No Pain No Gain, and I am here doing the marketing of the cream MDH. It is an anti-aging cream. The full form of our product is My Dear Handsome. So the tagline of our product is असली ये है ऑर्गेनिक जड़ी बूटी से भरा असली आयुर्वेदिक क्रीम रात में लगाओ सुबह जवानी पाओ and this product is just for the women and the girls who can save their thousand of their money of their husbands by not going to beauty parlors, just using it overnight and get a new look at morning. So now Tanvi, please do the public relation part.
Yeah. So, our product is MDH, my dear husband, and as you know, the tagline is "Raat ko lagao aur subah asli jawani pao." So, we'll be selling this product to all the women, girls, and also men. Also, everybody needs this project because these days people are very particular about their appearances and all. So, this is a really a nice product in very low price. It's just 99 rupees, so like everybody can afford it. So yeah, now I hand over to Neeraj.
Yeah, since the product isn't so costly and is easy to make, getting the sponsorship won't be such a hard problem. We'll mainly take it from companies who have a huge rivalry with like huge companies like ITC, since they are also into cosmetics and other things. Uh, Basically, it's a startup, so at the beginning we don't need that amount of money, but later on, since it progresses, we'll be able to get more sponsorship.
And yes, we are done here.
Okay. So, Pard said that the product is only for women. However, Tanvi, you said that product is also for men. So, can you please tell me your target audience, like what exactly who you're targeting?
Yeah, we're targeting everyone, like males and females both, all men, girls, irrespective of any age, and so we'll be giving to everyone, whoever wants this product. So yeah.
Okay, so all age groups.
Yeah.
So, is it advisable for your young children, like below
No,
8 to
it
10?
is advisable for 18 plus.
Okay, right. And how are you going to market your product? Because I didn't get that.
Marketing for this beauty cream is not that hard in India. Everyone uses that, and we can use some good taglines, or we can use some posters of the or some good brand ambassador to product market the product.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the strategies, brand ambassadors and posters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah,
What
like,
about the
or we can
sponsorship?
use this in films, or like some web series which attract people.
Yeah, in the advertisements and all.
Okay.
Right.
Can you like talk more about the sponsorship? You said it's a startup, so you won't need much sponsorship, but that doesn't mean you won't need sponsorship at all. So
No,
how are
not
you
that
planning
we
without money?
No, not that we won't need it at all. So basically, there are other creams, the other companies that also provide anti-aging creams like this. So not necessary that those companies are specifically on to just making creams. They'll be like a company that's already having a lot of divisions among them. So there are other companies that feel like they need to compete with this, and bringing such a cream to the other companies will obviously make them have a good competition with such the other big companies. So obviously we'll get sponsorship from them.
Also,
had
so
one
if your customers
guys.
will ask you what is different in your cream and in a cream that's provided by another company, so how will you market your product?
So basically
Like
the
what's
main
different in your cream?
Yeah, what's different is mainly the use of vegan. So basically, none of the other cream companies actually show the word vegan in their product. So vegan being a new trend that a lot of people are actually following now, there'll be a lot of people going behind this, mainly like people above the age of 18 and below the age of 30. They'll be really into this as it's upcoming trend. And also when they have their mindset on the other company, they feel like they if they use a new product it'll be good for them too. So that's how we feel like it'll be a success.
As most of our creams are made up of animal skin, and so this our product is organic and plus vegan. So I guess it will attract most of the people's attention.
And more likely, we are providing the organic product at such a cheap rate.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
thank you.
Um, Maskets, you have 1 more minute left.
Should I start?
Yes, yes, you may Yeah. start.
So hello everyone, we are Team Maskets and here we are to present our new product. And Manya will go ahead as our marketing head to talk about the product.
Okay, so the product given to us is an inside out Oreo. That means the unconventional Oreo with two biscuits and a layer of cream inside. Instead, it's a two layers of cream and a biscuit inside. So the tagline for this product could be first lick it and then dunk it. The target audience for this product can mainly be the children, and we can advertise this product through children magazines, through hoardings, and in various ways. Attractive advertisements where a lot of children like coming up and opening the product and seeing it as a surprise that okay wow like this is something different, so we can advertise it that way that oh the children are very surprised to see this. And for the public relations, I would like Abhishek to continue.
So hello everyone, I'm Abhishek, PR of PR head. So let me start with the curious story of a child named Ramesh. So Ramesh was like fond of biscuits, and he has tried like all kind of biscuits, but he was fed up with the kinds of biscuit he was getting. Like you just get few amount of cream among like the biscuits, and like he wanted to get more cream, and like for the price he was paying, he was getting so much less cream for so much more like biscuits. So he was like fed up, and then means he was the one who gave us the idea of this, and then we implemented this and made our new Oreo, in which the creams are more rather than the biscuits, main biscuits. And let me tell you, it's not just for children's, but it got famous not only in children's but also the older people or every kind of people, because everyone likes creams in the biscuit rather than just the everyone want that like middle part of the biscuit rather than the full part of the biscuits. I remember from my home that me and my sister used to fight for that, and so that all things just made us to go for like make giving more cream rather than the whole biscuits. Now Ishan can go on to tell about the sponsorship.
Hey everyone, this is Ishank. I'm here to discuss about sponsorship. As per our research, this is one of the most valuable thing among the small age children. And our main target is to get over the big companies who's the leading manufacturer of the creams, bakery, so as to get in business as an investor. Our main aim is to showcase our brand via television ads, newspaper ads, and the ads in various social media platforms that can or the radios. So what's the basically why our brand is unique? Our brand is unique because we have introduced first lick, first dip Oreo. As per Abhishek recently mentioned that it's the thing that the small children like is the majorly the cream part. So that's what we introduced first in the market. So I guess it's one of the uniquity of the product, and that's why one should buy it. Means this will purely attract the students, the children of age 5, 10 years, in the teenagers and stuff. So now I would like Abhishek to conclude. Abhishek, you're mute.
Abhishek, you're mute. I would like to add something. The uniqueness of the product itself will act as an advertisement for the product. Like the idea itself is very unique, so you won't really have to put in a lot of efforts. Like people, as it is, appreciate Oreo itself, but with the unique idea coming and the taste remaining same, and it is quite a unique and unconventional way of eating Oreos, so it might act as in self advertising itself. Now Abhishek, can you conclude?
Yeah, let me tell you, it's not just for one part of the one group of people, it's for everyone. This product stands for everyone. Everyone will really like it, and from the feedback we have got till now, I'm pretty sure this will do pretty well in the market.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Thank
yeah, thank you for
thank you everyone.
Okay.
Do you guys have
Uh,
any questions, Anushna?
um, guys, team mascots, would you like to answer one question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I had this question like, what if the cream is very sticky? Like, it be sticky when people eat. Then, what if people ask you if they're sticky, and how will you, how will you market it then?
Okay. See, like you might have seen on the Cadbury Silk ads that the people are actually licking that stuff, okay, instead of having a proper bite of it. So I'm guessing that same goes with the cream in the Oreo biscuits. People would act like, I don't know, like,
That's what a kind of joy that children
yeah,
will enjoy.
yeah,
The
the
means the
joy.
people will enjoy. Yeah.
You actually like licking the cream with the hand
yeah,
and
it
rather
will
than eating
add
it
more to the
whole.
yeah, it will add more to the product rather than doing something harm.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
licking cream is more for, the younger generation, not for the old people or the middle-aged people. So for them, what's your plan? So would you will you package it in some other way, or how would you go about it? Because that's more for, younger people and not the older ones, I suppose. Uh,
The upper part is not very like a liquid kind of thing. It's kind of solid, and it should be not like it will just simply uh, means get on the hand, like make the hand dirty too much. And older people can enjoy it while having their means instead of having coffee, they can use it as like milk and dip it and use it there.
Yeah, as it is, older people like a little chewy things rather than hard biscuits.
Yeah.
So
So what
maybe
would
it
your
adds.
target? So what would your target audience be? The older people or the youth?
No,
Yeah,
The
that
as
youth
I
will be the major target,
it
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
a
youth will
majority
be.
of the youth would be the target audience, but you cannot always limit a product to like one kind of audience. It's
Yeah,
in the open market, everybody is up to try it.
and as I
But
told you
basically,
earlier, also it's for everyone, not just for
yeah.
the children.
But basically, youth is the one who get influenced by the advertisement and stuff. That's why we market it.
Okay. Thank you, Mascots.
Okay.
Aces, you will get your, please take your product now. Ashwin, could you please present? Yeah. Next. The next slide. Yeah. Team Aces, your product is Patanjali dating app, and your time starts now. Also, ADS, you may start your pitch. Also,
Hello?
please switch on your cameras.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Please switch on your cameras.
The issue is that I'm outside and like the thing isn't very good here. The connectivity isn't very good here. That's why I can't really switch on my camera.
All
But
right.
yeah.
What about your team?
Problem, but if your
Yeah, my
team
team's here.
switch on their
Yeah, then they can switch on their cameras.
Diksha, can you guys switch on your camera, please?
Yeah,
They
just a
basically
second.
want
I
someone to
have
interact.
network issues actually.
no problem.
All right, no problem. You may go. You may start.
Yeah, are you going to be presenting our product on screen?
You want it presented? All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
seems a little better.
okay, Ashwin, can you please present the previous one? You may start.
Yeah. So basically, the name of our product is Vapid, which basically stands for something that is bland, and the and base and our tagline is the taste of heaven is tasteless, right? We were looking at this. We will look, we or we've come up with this product for to make things a lot better for people addicted to candy. To make things a lot better for people who want it but can't really get it because of health issues or parents not letting them because of concerns or whatever. The rest of my teammates will come up with. Smithy, you're on.
Yeah. So tasteless candy, why would somebody want it? We'll tell you why. So the first thing we need to keep in mind while marketing our product is our target audience. So there are four basic criteria, that is demographic, psychographic, geographic and behavioral. Based on our product, we opt for we will focus on a demographic target audience. So basically this is a discouragement tool for kids, for people who have tooth problems and old people with diabetes. So it is like a Nicotex for candy. Uh, Few more advantages that a person might have for because of using a candy is people love chewing gum and they want a better jawline, but chewing gum has its own cons. So this tasteless candy will give you a better jawline without any cons. It is also good for people who love to binge eat, but this would also be like a discouragement tool. Focusing on our promotional technique, we focus on having tons of workshops, which would be discussed by Diksha.
Yeah, hi, this is Deeksha. We would basically organize different competitions involving kids and their parents in different societies and schools to promote our product. We will also organize dental drives among different places, just that people who are forced to give up on candies due to dental issues would get another hope from our product. And the third one is we would organize different workshops in old age homes and places like that to spread awareness about our product.
Also regarding the advertising of the product, we are going to be mainly focusing on social media. We're going to be reaching out to the main teen influencers, the ones who are popular among kids, and we're going to request them to become brand ambassadors and give them incentives regarding for the same. And also we're going to be talking to people who are fitness professionals and who are very active on social media or in or otherwise. It's right now, so it's COVID, so everything's online. So most of it happens to social media. Advertisement for anything happens through social media. So we're going to be focusing on the same for that. Yep.
Are you done?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right. Um, Adya, do you have a question?
Yeah, just give me a minute, huh? Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how will you target or how will you convince a person who is wanting to have a candy with, so we have candy because it has some kind of flavor, right? It has some kind of taste. So a person who's willing to have that candy, how will you target that person? We have it for
Oh,
taste, right? And if you're saying that your candy don't have a taste, so why will I buy the product?
okay.
I,
So basic.
yeah,
Yeah, Disha, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
it's okay.
Okay, sure. Basically, like we mentioned before, also that this candy is very useful for people. See, since it's tasteless, so we're not adding any additives, or we're not adding any um, preservatives. We're not adding any unhealthy. We're not adding any unhealthy aspects, including sugar. Sugar is also not there since it's tasteless, so there's no sugar in it, right? So this is a great way to lead a healthier lifestyle. Sitting at home, at least people like me, sitting at home, I've realized that I lead a very unhealthy lifestyle. So candies like this can help me move on from that. This is a very simple measure against. I like chocolates, I like all sorts of things, and I'd be willing to try out a tasteless candy to see how it affects me, if it helps me get into a better health. And I am pretty sure that there'll be a lot of people out there who are health conscious, who are looking for ways and means to cut down, but are not being able to do so. Something like this is actually very helpful to people who actually want to, and that is a gigantic part of our population. So I'm pretty sure this will be pretty helpful to a lot of people.
Can I add something?
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
So basically, our product would be an aesthetics delight. Like, not everyone enjoy the strong flavors. Firstly, secondly, generally when we are watching something, we binge eat along with it. So having uh, taste comes with its side effects too. So the tasteless candy would help us binge along with not getting any health issues due to that.
Okay. Uh, Anything else? Or it's done.
Like, I would like to ask you, how are you associating flavor with health? Like, you can also have healthy and natural flavors, right? Like, which don't have health effects.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
when we are talking about candies, basic ingredient in a, when you think of candy, it's either sour or sweet. So when we talk about sweet, not everyone can consume sweet, and even if someone can, it has adverse health effects. So a tasteless candy, and as I said earlier, not everyone enjoys the strong taste of candies. So there's that. And Ariman.
But the thing is, you aren't giving any taste, right? You're giving a bland candy. It doesn't have any taste. So, if there's a company which is providing a similar candy but with natural flavors, so how are you going to compete with that company in the market?
One more, sorry, can I just add to this? So one of the main motive of this candy is to use it as a discouragement tool. Okay, so we need to
for example, who are kids, they love to eat candies, and it's not always for the best. So what this is like, a tool that a parent can give to the child and say, candy doesn't really have anything, so why do you want to have candy? So it's just like a discouragement tool to not let the children have candy. So that is why one of the main target audience is the kids.
Yes, we got.
All right. Thank you, ADS.
Thank you.
All right. Uh, Aces, your time is up. You may start the pitch. Um, Aces. Um, Team Aces.
Guys,
Anushna, who all are
Team
in this team?
Team Aces. Team Aces. May I have just a second.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Adil's just joining in, then we'll start.
Yeah, just give us a second. Sorry. Yeah, Sajal, can you share your screen?
Guys, can you just turn on your cameras to make the session more interactive, please?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool,
1 second.
thanks.
Sajal, can you share your screen once?
It's sharing. You guys need to stop sharing your screen. Press share.
Ashwin.
Thank you.
Stop.
Sajal,
So like,
first slide. Yeah, it's visible.
yeah, just put on full screen. Maybe.
All right. So we're here to pitch Patanjali's dating app. This is one of our latest offerings under the Patanjali group, and this is operating on the tagline of Swipe Swadeshi. All right. So now the first question that any of you might have in your minds is, how is this any different from Tinder or Bumble or any of these existing dating apps? So Sajal, can you move on to the next slide? So the idea here is, first of all, this is completely homegrown and this is hyper local. Now, hyper local is something that even Tinder is. So how are we separate? Now here the idea is that you don't match based on just a swipe. You match based on your interest. So let's say there are 5 people near me and both of us share an interest. Let's say the TV show Friends. Okay. So now you match based on that interest and you have a conversation based on certain questions that are given to you directly. So now the main problem with an app like Tinder or Bumble is you will match, but you will never have a conversation. Out of the 10 matches that you have, maybe you'll have a conversation with one of them. Idea here is, before you can even have a match as such, you start a conversation. So you will both get certain questions, generally MCQs, based on which you'll both answer based on your interest. So let's say it's friends, and the question is, what does Joey not like to share? So both of you can answer food, and based on that, there's a common platform that is and common icebreaker that is set in. After that, you have an option based on your personal interest to continue that conversation based on a normal chat situation which happens in something like Tinder or Bumble, or you can choose to just move on to the next person that matches based on your interest. Another thing here that is of extreme importance is our target. So for Tinder and Bumble, they've mostly focused on the urban youth. Our idea with Patanjali, considering that we're already a household name in not only the metros in India, but also the rural areas in the country, our idea is to tap into that segment. Adil?
Yeah, Sajal, can you just go to the previous slide for a second?
Yeah, thank you, Sparsh. So the second question that comes to our mind is how do we get our product out there, especially to our target market? We have come up with four distinct strategies which we believe will work in our favor. Getting the product out there not only to a hyper-specific market, but to our demographic as whole, ensuring increased revenue and sales year over year. The first one would be strategic tie-ups and partnerships to promote our app with other brands which share a similar market space like us. So this would be a mutually beneficial partnership which promotes both apps, and hopefully integration with these apps, as we've seen time and again, has proven very successful. We plan to replicate this model. Our second point is obviously collaboration with influencers, which we've seen works the best, especially amongst the youth between ages 15 to 25 or 30, who primarily spend most of their time on social media. We feel that collaborations with influencers, our brand with influencers, would really help us tap into this market. The third one is, since our app comes under the umbrella of the Patanjali group, we plan to adapt their existing marketing channels and we plan to use that to our advantage. So to ensure that they already do have a very broad base, but we plan to use them as we please to try and hit our hyper specific market. And lastly, we have targeted advertising for tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We believe this is an untapped market, giving us our first mover advantage. And we feel that this would really help us move into these cities and really build a base in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Next slide, please.
Yes. So yeah, what we are doing with our market size is we are using a TAM SAM SOM method, like to target the audience. Obviously, the entire audience that we have, the entire target audience that we have is the single youth from all across the globe. But in our serviceable available market currently, we are going to target the single Indian youth in tier 2 and tier 3 cities who are from the ages of 18 to 30 years, because these are the people who are going to use this kind of product more. And serviceable obtainable market, as per said in the starting in the beginning, where the matches are based on interest and based on the questions they ask. So the matches that you're gonna get, the user's gonna get, a more genuine, unlike what happens on Tinder. Like there could be fake profiles, and although there is verification and all, but still a lot of fake profiles do have do get certified like that. And you swipe and then you text the person. But here, what the plan is, since we're using the idea of interest and question based. So first you get to know the person based on few questions, and after that, if you wish to continue the conversation, you can. And since it's from the Patanjali, we can target people who are more towards the health concern, who are more health concerned towards themselves.
But that's just a small segment. The entire market still remains the people that he mentioned under his SAM.
Yeah, and
talking about funding. Yeah.
Right. So for funding, we found that funding isn't going to be much of an issue for us. Firstly, considering that we do come again under the Patanjali group, we plan to tap into their existing product development and R&D budgets. This app has been in the work for quite some time now, and it is very close to coming to fruition. Hence, we do plan to use these budgets. Secondly, we do plan to pitch to interested third parties and venture capitalists to drive in a bit more of funding. We feel as the tier 2 and tier 3 cities are a relatively new market for us. So this will help in penetrating these markets very easily, and funding will not be an issue for us. Lastly, we plan to supplement this with ad generated revenue from ads that we run in our app. That's our
Guys, your time is up.
So
yeah,
can you
that's
just
our
conclude?
idea.
Can I just conclude?
Yeah,
Of course.
sure.
All right. So I just wanted to say that so with the geo revolution, this is the perfect time to enter the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. And lastly, building on our tagline, the next time you feel lonely, swipe Swadeshi. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll be happy to
Uh,
answer any questions.
Yeah, so what I wanted to ask was that does the name Patanjali itself restrict the youth from using it? What do you think?
I don't think that's entirely true because on a personal level, I consider myself to be a part of the youth. All right, and I have been using Patanjali products now for a while, and that is because not just because of the entire Make in India homegrown situation, which is something that a lot of the country's youth is passionate about. A lot of the country's youth is passionate about ideas of Make in India and ideas of becoming self-sustaining. Apart from that, there's also the segment of Patanjali positioning itself as something which is trustworthy. The Patanjali brand has positioned itself as something which is trustworthy, as something which is a part of a part of the Indian community. So for me, it'll be much easier to trust something like Patanjali versus something like an international brand which I have no regional connection to.
Exactly. To build on that, like Sparsh said, we have the brand recognition plus Patanjali has positioned itself as an industry leader amongst various horizontals that we use to our advantage to tap into our market and ensure smooth revenue.
All right. Also, how could you jump from FMCG to dating app?
I mean, it's the idea is just to tap into multiple segments. Patanjali jumped from Patanjali, okay, Baba Ramdev as an entity or as a brand jumped from yoga to FMCG. So it's just about connecting with the youth, and this is so uh, the essential part here is not to look at the dating app in isolation, but to look at it as a part of the Patanjali group. So, like you said, you had this skepticism that the Patanjali name might alienate the youth. If you look at it, this can also work the other way, where Patanjali's name can be associated with the youth because of the dating app, driving more revenue towards the FMCG sector. So it can be a mutually beneficial venture.
Adil, if I didn't get you wrong, you said you're going to have a mutually beneficial partnership with companies who are sharing a market with you. So how are you going to convince the companies that you'll partner with them, knowing that you're going to take a market share from them, like
All
especially
right.
companies like Tinder who are like well established already?
I understand your question. Thank you for your question. So, I may not have explained it correctly. What I meant is we collaborate with other ventures who do not who do not share the same sector as us. It would make sense for us if Patanjali, I mean, our app connects with someone like Tinder because we are direct competitors. It does not make sense. We will be dividing the marketplace amongst ourselves, making it beneficial to no one. What we plan to do is other goods, other services, other products which tap into the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. We plan to tie up with them, and we've seen that collaboration works time and again. And this is proven to be the best marketing strategy if we are to tap, in fact, any market, leave tier 2 or tier 3. Any market, we look to work with collaboration. So we won't be collaborating with a Bumble or a Tinder where we know that we'll be losing market cap. That's not our aim. Our aim is our aim is companies which share a similar hyper specific market but are work in an entirely different sector or different industry. We plan to tie up with them. I hope this answers your question.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Also, I had a question,
Also,
Arjun. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, so you said that since people are going towards health consciousness, and that will, motivate people to go to Patanjali's app, this dating app. So could you tell me how health can actually convince people to use the dating app?
So as Parsh said that it's just a small segment of it. What our
Yeah,
plan?
is that, but how is it a small segment? That is what I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm answering
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So in the entire app, what we are doing differently is we are first making the people have a conversation, like based on some questions. Now, if now taking the health sector, as you say, in that we'll have say like 5 questions already selected, and both the users after maybe let's just go with the word semi-swipe at this point. After that, we're presenting them these questions, and they're answering these questions. And obviously, you can't just make like the answer right. The questions have to match, and then the person he reads the answers of the other person. Then only then only the match is like if they want to continue with the conversation, they can. Otherwise, they can just get it off with. So I think your question was ki how it's gonna attract those health kind of people, right? So that's the entire point of it. Take a second.
All right. So the idea was in the presentation it was a typo. It wasn't well explained. I'll just go over it. The idea was to tap into the existing health market that Patanjali has established. So it was not to encourage health users to use this app. This is not a gym-based dating app. The idea was to use the existing market that we have and channel advertising over there.
Exactly. We're leveraging Patanjali's position. So
Yeah.
when you think of health, Patanjali is a household name. I literally half my cupboard is Patanjali product. So we're leveraging that the position that the brand and the group Patanjali have created, and we're just using that to our advantage.
All right.
Also, just one last question.
Yeah.
Could you explain me as to how you will penetrate into the tier 3 and tier 2 cities? Like, what
Right.
is the strategy?
Right. So first of all, with tier two and tier three cities, it's important to understand that earlier the issue of connectivity was there. Most of them not having internet connections and smartphones, that has been completely changed with the geo revolution. So now that's not an issue. Now the idea is to get the app across. Now Patanjali has, thanks to our homegrown rural market, we already have an existing marketplace over there. So using marketing channels that we already have established for our other FMCG products, like you mentioned, we will be penetrating the dating app. Moreover, like Adil mentioned, influencers. Now there are a lot of influencers that we aren't aware of, but they're extremely popular in the rural and the tier two, tier three regions. And they're also extremely cheap to tap into compared to modern influencers. So that is something that we'll be looking into to tap into influencers that tier two and tier three cities consider to be influencers.
So basically, you're going to create awareness through influencers.
Sorry.
So basically, you're going to create awareness through influencers, right?
Through influencers, through our existing marketing channels, through certain through advertisements based on apps which are extremely popular in the rural segment. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but after the ban of TikTok, there have been a lot of TikTok clones or TikTok like apps which have gained a lot of popularity in the rural segment. So we can tap into that as an advertising channel as well.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Is that it?
Guys, any
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, thank you.
One more question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to ask, like, do you know about this raid that recently happened at the pharmacy shop of Baba Ramdev? Right,
All right.
Patanjali store.
Right.
Yeah. So do you think it would affect affect Patanjali's overall image and also like affect the dating apps image, Patanjali dating apps
All
image?
right, that's a very valid question. But so in the past, I agree there have been a lot of questions which have been raised on Baba Ramdev and Patanjali. But it is important to understand that more than the questions, there have also been a lot of positives that have happened. All right. Now, a raid is something that can happen at any place, and we do not know the political motivations behind it as well. So I'm answering. This is not from a consumer point of view. I'm considering you guys to be industry experts and answering from that point of view. For a raid to happen, it doesn't take more than just political motivation, as we recently saw. I won't take the name of the case, but I think we're all aware. So over there, there are certain political motivations that exist. That does not directly mean that the product is at fault. It just means that there is a certain motivation for that product to not be successful. However, despite that motivation, the product and the Patanjali brand name has been successful so far. So for us to believe that the dating app as a venture would not succeed will be going against certain positives that we've seen in the past. So I really don't think that that trend will break anytime soon.
Don't you think that the investors would focus more on the negatives rather than the positives?
As someone who has spoken with investors in the past, investors, for them the biggest thing is so for an investor, the first thing that they look at is the opportunity to grow. And the tier 2, tier 3 cities provide an completely untapped market which they can grow into. More than that, for any new product in the market right now, it is essential to get investors' interest. It is essential to have a community, and that is the biggest benefit that Patanjali has. We have a very strong and very loyal community, which can get behind any product that we launch. So we're already starting from level up than a new startup, and that is something that we leverage.
All right.
Wait, excuse me. So I was not in the meeting. Who won room two?
From room two, the winners are team losers and team 40.
Okay. So, first of all, congratulations, guys, on winning the first round. You guys were great. So, the theme for the second round is fantasy products. And in these products, there will be certain restrictions. It will be almost exactly like the first round, the same time will be given. So, okay. And room wise.
So, like in the first room, the winners were ACES and ADS. So, I guess the first team to go would be ACES and then ADS. In the second room, the winners were losers and QWERTY. So, the third and the fourth team will be losers and QWERTY. And the last team to go would be ECEL. Any questions? Ready? ACES?
Yeah, just one clarification. It's exactly the same as the first round, right?
Yeah. So, you will be
It's
given 7 minutes to think and 5 minutes to pitch your product. Only the products will be different. And there will
All
be
right.
certain restrictions to the products.
All right.
Thank you.
of Team Aces, your product will be displayed now. Your for like Team Aces, your product is Mirzapur ka katta, and these are the restrictions. Cool, and you have to sell it at an airport, and it will explode for sure. You have now 10 minutes to think about this.
All right.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
evening. Just my team members
yeah,
are
yeah.
just joining the
Yeah.
meeting. Give us a sec.
Product for Team ADS.
So, Kanya, could you just brief them about this game a little bit?
बढ़िया था भाई. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hi guys. Today we're going to pitch to you the Kanuni Katta. Now the first thing that you see, the first thing that comes to your mind when you see a katta is bloodshed and Munna Bhaiya, and that is something that we'll build upon, but that is not something that we'll target. So first let's talk about why Kanuni Katta and what do I mean by Kanuni Katta. So now, like you said, this product will be sold at airports, but that is not the only channel that we'll be looking at. However, let's focus on airports for now. So at the airport, traditionally it has been an Indian custom to welcome the guests, right? Especially if they're coming from a country outside of India, and that is where this idea comes in. This katta, instead of firing bullets, it fires confetti. The idea is to welcome your friends in style, welcome them in a true Indian fashion. Now let's move forward. Like you said, it will explode for sure, and that is where our USP of 100% efficacy comes in. Moreover, the katta has a silencer built in to avoid alerting Inspector Maurya and getting unnecessary attention here. Now let's build upon the idea of celebrations and the idea of celebrations at airports. Now, first of all, it is important to understand that the Mirzapur Katta is completely Mirzapur centric and Mirzapur inspired. What I mean by that is, instead of using the pigeon delivery network, we'll be having our own delivery network. And we'll instead build upon our existing fan base for Mirzapur, the franchise. Now, imagine it this way. For you, owning a katta is a lot of hassle. Not only do you have to go through a process, you also have to be a criminal. On the other hand, getting a replica is as simple as going to the nearest store or ordering it online and welcoming your friends in true Indian fashion. So here you get to feel like Munna without the betrayal part of it. The idea is that you can not only welcome your friends, you can give them a celebration. So now we'll move on to our tier 2, tier 3 marketing strategies, and that'll explain why this product goes beyond just traditional welcomes.
Thank you so much, Parsh. So yeah, when we did our analysis, we found that marketing with this product will be relatively easy compared to other products which move, primarily because of the existing franchise, which is Mirzapur. So we will be looking to build on and grow with the Mirzapur production. Ideally, we will be firstly adapting all the existing marketing channels which Mirzapur production uses. This would be TVs, billboards, ads, all of that, and also in cooperation in the production. So you never know tomorrow when you go, when I haven't seen Mirzapur, but when they go to a train station or when they go to the airport tomorrow, I can guarantee you will see this product being used there. And what does that do? That shows our product to our entire target demographic, which primarily is tier 2 and tier 3 cities. This gives us, we're not exhausting our marketing budget. Instead, that can be used to help grow our brand. So this is one of the unique incorporations that we found we can use for our product. Apart from this, we will be looking to do targeted advertising for tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and collaborations with small to medium businesses which work with a similar industry, which is the industry of celebration, of joy. name one festival, name one event in India which is not celebrated with pomp and joy and it's a vibe. That's all I'm going to say. It's a vibe, and our product can be used and will be used in every single one of those festivals. That's a guarantee I can make to you. All because of our strategic marketing that we plan to employ, as seen on your screens now. Next slide, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are using the TAM, SAM, and SOM as we use for the last product as well. So our total available market, as we can as you can see, is anyone who's looking for a celebration. Now, since this is focused, it's confetti and it's focused mainly on celebrations, and it's exclusive to the Mirzapur fans as well, and also for the Indian television fans. So in our TAM, it's anyone who's looking for the celebration opportunity, and in SAM, we d- uh, focus more on the tier 1 and tier 2 cities in the Indian subcontinents. Again, this comes to localizing our transportation hub to the airports itself, where people are welcoming our maybe foreign guests in an Indian style, as Per said earlier. And in our SOM, it's again the celebratory moments for the Indian television fans. And as we all know, India is a large country and it has so much populations. And in a country of 1.2 billion population, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Indian television fans who are gonna be willing to buy this kind of a product for the celebrity and welcoming people from other countries as well.
Thank you,
Moving to
Sajal.
the
So lastly, it's the funding that we're looking at. Number one, we'll obviously be using the Mirzapur Productions' existing advertising budget, which has been allocated specially for memorabilia and such items like merchandise and all of that. So we plan to use that existing budget to develop our product, and we also plan to do look for funding and investment from individual third parties and venture capitalists. At the end of the day, we want the population to be part of the celebration, and we want them to have, if not the whole, at least a part of the business, so they feel that this product is really theirs. So we will be looking for funding from interested third parties, and we look to put this product on the market as soon as possible.
Also, just to conclude everything and just to wrap it up, it is important to understand that this product will not be something that will be a standalone entity. It will be a part of the existing Mirzapur franchise. So you know how Mirzapur merchandise and other things exist. This product will be an addition to that. Also, it is important for it is important to understand that unlike Mirzapur, not every celebration has to end in bloodshed, and that is what we are going for here.
Thank you so much, guys. We'll be open to answering any questions that you may have.
Yeah, I had a question because considering the fact that we can all ask questions, right? I'm sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah.
because you Sparsh talked about the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, but considering the your restriction was you have to sell it in an airport, and there's not a lot of traffic of people that are there in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So how do you
All right.
plan?
So we I think Adil asked for a clarification where it was told to us that we have to sell at an airport, but not exclusively at an airport. So obviously, airport is one of the markets that we're looking at, and that is where the first pitch that I made about welcoming your guests comes into the picture. But when we're speaking of tier 2 and tier 3 cities, over there, something like a train station would be a very good market. So let's say you have a distant relative coming in from, I don't know, some place, let's say Mirzapur itself, to your house, and you can welcome them in true Mirzapur style.
Are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. So I had this question. With confetti inside, the restriction of definitely having that explosion won't be taking place. So how can you explain that?
I mean, the explosion does not have to be lethal, right? It can be an explosion of confetti. I consider that thing to be an explosion itself. So for us, I am looking at it from a positive side of things, where definite explosion means it'll work, unlike those party poppers which sometimes don't pop.
And we've changed our entire mechanism of the product working. It's not your usual piston cylinder where you have that explosion. We've changed it entirely to ensure that it complies with all regulations at any area or any place that it's being sold at.
So it's as much of a gun as powder is cocaine. So
Okay.
Okay, I have another question for you. Given that it will be in the form of a gun, how do you think that airport security is going to allow you to take something like that inside or allow you to sell it in the first place?
All right, that's a very valid question, and that's something that we thought about for a long time. So first of all, this is not going inside. This is for celebrations outside. We're selling at an airport, but this is for welcoming your guests. You would never take this on an airplane. Also, airport security tends to be finicky. I know. I have been stopped for this. They thought this was a bullet. But on from a very legal point of view, this is not something which is illegal, and this is not something which is not allowed. Airport security restricts the use of an actual gun, and like I said, this is as much of a gun as powder is cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. The main point is you're not going to be celebrating your own arrival, right? You're not going to carry a confetti gun when you go to Chennai or something. So we're selling it outside the airport, outside the premises, where again we comply with all regulations put forth, and we ensure that security is not a hassle. We have clarified it with industry experts.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Since it is shooting up confetti, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping there'll be a lot of people buying it, so won't there be a lot of mess created? And you said there would be least amount of noise, but if there are multiple guns, there'll be multiple noise, creating multiple chaos.
That's
So
a
how
very
do you
valid. Yeah, yeah.
how do
All
you
right.
how will you handle that at an airport?
Fair enough. So traditionally with airports, how it's seen is once you make a mess, the surrounding and the surrounding that you're in, you're inclined to clean it, and that is something that we'll be issuing in our packaging itself, and that is something that as a disclaimer we'll be adding. We understand that as a corporate entity, it is our social responsibility to work towards the cleanliness of our public places. So that is something that we'll be keeping into mind. Also, something that we forgot to pitch, but it is extremely important. In fact, thank you for reminding us. Is that confetti is completely biodegradable. So in case there's something which is left, it will just like a banana peel, it will just go into nature. So that is the idea that we're operating at. Also, as for noise, like I said, it has a silencer, so there is virtually no noise because the celebration part of it is not in the pop, but the confetti coming out. So 5 times 0 is still 0. So
I have a doubt, like with the silencer and all those things you like good things you're
I
giving,
think
like
we'll stop here. We have like the next team is exceeding its time limit. Thank you so much, Aces. You were pretty good. Thank you so much.
The decamp, it will hunt you. Okay, sorry. Hunt it or it will haunt you. So our product is for all those adventure freaks with the required skill set. Now all the predators, dangerous lions and crocodiles are just a die roll away. Smriti, over to you.
Yeah. Focusing on marketing. So, how do we plan on marketing our product? So, marketing is not just about selling, but what goes behind that, behind selling our product. So, the first and foremost we plan is on identifying our competitors and focusing on making our game unique. So, our game is like an escape to reality. It's an escape from reality. So, what we offer is not what other our competitors may be able to offer. And then the third point is focusing on our target audience. So, who is our target audience? Now, all adventure lovers are our target audience. We obviously we have a specific age restrictions, but everybody above the age of 18 are eligible to play this game. But the only condition is you need to love adventure. So a promotional technique, number one, we will focus on getting influencers to try our product and then recommending it. So I think we all know and influencers play a very big role in our daily lives, and they are called influencers for a reason. So what we plan to do is give our product to influencers and capture their experience of them playing the game. And then number two, creating a demand on it to have it. Everybody cannot have this game. So to be able to buy this game, you need to prove that you are adventurous enough to have this game.
Yeah, regarding our sponsorship, we've thought of a way that should maximize the deal that we get. which is basically approaching the three leading competitive companies that are known for their board games or their puzzles or their adventures, right? So these three companies are Hasbro. There is also this Ravensburger, and there's one more company. Just a second. There's one more company which is Asmodee Editions. All of these companies are actually known for their labyrinths and their puzzles and their board games. So we plan on approaching all three of them. And we all know, let's just face it, we all know that Jumanji is like a dream game for most people. It's like a lot of people would love for an opportunity to play would love for an opportunity to play this game. But we will also, okay, yeah, I also have to mention that since this game is, possibly fatal to people, there will be certain checks done. There will be certain verifications done for the necessary requirements to play the game, which could be like a certain health checks and certain skill sets that you might require to survive in the game and play it without actually putting your life at an unnecessary risk. Also, about coming back to the sponsoring again, we plan on approaching all three companies, and we plan to keep it like a simple bidding system, where the highest bidder, where the bidder with the best deal which is offered to us wins the opportunity to be able to produce this game. And this is also a limited edition game, so this will not be commonly available to everybody. It is a rare game and a highly expensive game that is only available to hardcore adventure lovers. So that is our that is all about our game. We are open to questions.
All right. So I wanted to ask that why would influencers want to market your product or even play it at the first place?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, sure, go ahead, Diksha.
for influencers, they want views, and something this dangerous as this would obviously fetch them views for starters. And secondly, I think influencers would do it if we make a deal with them for like money.
Okay, no. To add to that point, also we're looking at influencers who have a a want, a lust for adventure. They have this strong desire to be able to play a new sport, or do something that is crazy fun, right? So all these people would do it for their own interests, as well as for the incentive offered to them. And we make videos of them playing the game, and then those videos can go up on YouTube channels or on Instagram, or on all these social media platforms. And people, once they see this, it'll become a craze. It'll become viral. This should become a viral fever.
Does any other team wants to ask any questions?
Yeah, I have one. So actually, for example, when you take the world egg record, right? It was created as a joke,
Could you
but
please
it
repeat?
went. Okay, do
I'm
you
so
guys?
sorry.
Yeah. Do you guys know about that? There was this Instagram page who
Yeah.
wanted to make an egg viral. Sorry, who wanted an egg to become viral, but they didn't plan on, it was sort of a joke. It was their true intentions wasn't to make it viral. So virality isn't guaranteed, according to me, right? It all depends um, on the reactions of people. And you can spend a lot of money behind advertisements, but virality is again something which people perceive, and it's based on their emotions and their reactions. So how would
Okay.
you go about that in case your
Yeah.
virality campaign fails?
Okay. Are you aware of the Jumanji game as such?
Yeah,
Uh, I'm presuming that everyone here knows the Jumanji game, so I don't have to explain what it is. But the game itself is such a it's such a crazy game, right? So anybody who loves adventure, and the movie and the game itself was a pretty big hit in its time, and there have been two sequels to it as well. So I'm pretty sure there is a craze for Jumanji that already exists. We are just tapping into that already existing craze for it. We're just making those dreams of people to play this game a reality. That's all there is to it. So I'm pretty
okay,
Also,
sure,
one,
and something, yeah.
yeah.
also,
No,
So
if
the whole point
we
of influencer marketing is to sway other people to buy it. So all we want to do is leverage the followers that they have and channelize it into our product.
also about the egg challenge, it wasn't a random egg that got viral just for the sake of it out of nowhere. It was because people wanted that egg to win over Kylie Jenner. So it depends when you are releasing your product. Firstly, the incentive behind it. So we cannot obviously promise something to be viral, but we can, see the situations and conditions around us when about the and then may take several steps to make it viral.
Also, I have a question. I'm allowed to ask it.
Sorry guys, the time is up, so you guys can keep the questions for the next team.
okay, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh, can
Also,
we start? Or
before the next team starts, I'll just show the product for the team after them as well, so that they have time to prepare.
Uh, Anushka, just announce who's the team for.
Uh,
Uh,
Wait, team. I think it's losers. Team three.
I'm sorry, team
no,
losers
no,
were told
team
about
four.
this.
Team
Team 4
four.
is Katie.
Team four is Koti.
All right. So the next team, your product is the Batmobile,
That movie.
and the restriction is that it only works on the reverse gear.
Uh, cool. Team losers, you may start your pitch.
Please switch on your cameras,
Also, please switch on your
and
cameras. Yeah.
if there's anything PPT or anything, just do it right now so that no time is wasted.
Yeah, we've already
I'm
shared.
sorry. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, yeah, we can.
Yeah, yeah, we can see the
Yeah, we can
screen.
see
You
the
may switch
screen.
on your cameras as well.
Yeah, okay. All right. So the Mr. India watch. I'm pretty sure that every one of you, as soon as you watched Mr. India, every one of you wanted that watch. And now we can actually bring that to reality. Whenever somebody asks you what superpower you want to have, I'm pretty sure at least once you said that I would like to be invisible. Because imagine the possibility. And now you can do all of those. Because next slide, please. Once you're invisible, that is it. People don't see your face, people don't see your color, they don't see your race, they just see the person that is you. So imagine how good it can do to the society as well. And next slide, please. Okay, so strategic product elements. Some of the interesting elements will have a geotag. For all the people who are wondering about the safety of it all, don't worry. Each watch is fitted with a geotag, which will allow for your security. It can see your location, and it will prevent any criminal activities. So you can focus on the fun. There will be virtual reality platforms. I'm guessing all of you are wondering what will happen if a person will be invisible forever. You can't see another person. You can't have the same kind of an interaction. Even though you'll still be invisible, we will have virtual reality platforms where you can go and meet other people in virtual reality. Not actual reality, but virtual reality, where you can see other people, you can interact with other people just like you did before. Next slide, please.
Right. So just adding up to whatever Tejal mentioned, our product, in addition to supporting the ideas of non-biasness, no discrimination, and looking at the person that is actually you and a world that functions on merit, it is also a product that can be used for festive seasons. Uh, Before launching the product into the market, seeing the level of unconventionality it brings into our lives, we would like to launch a virtual reality game first so that our target group eases into the launch. We'll have an extremely catchy name, a very good collaboration with an extremely nice game company to create awareness of the brand. It is a festive theme brand. Imagining wearing a watch, walking into a Halloween party, and just having a gala time and showing off in front of your friends. Our brand ambassadors, of course, will definitely leverage on the Mr. India brand that has been created for all these years, a movie that we have rewatched I don't know how many times. And in addition to Anil Kapoor, we would also like to have collaborations with other celebrities that support unconventional ideas. Our target group in segmentation, one of the first steps that we thought about would definitely be teenagers and above people who are above 18 in the younger bracket who believe in this festiveness and are extremely driven by the ideas of merit and non-discrimination. Our brand positioning, of course, it is fun, festive, and full of fantasy. Effective social media marketing, strategic collaborations with influencers would definitely help us pave a very strong image for our brand. Next slide, please. Public relations strategy, we are planning to have virtual reality programs, as mentioned by my team member before, where we would let people come and interact with our device, with what we are giving them, and get used to the idea of being invisible. And very good strategic plans for media house articles and press pieces. We've given examples of the kind of collaborations we'll be having. For example, collaborations with content creators like Carrie Minati, who keep reviewing good products, and also other people. Massive web blogger coverage. Given the nature of the product, people would love to talk about it. People would love to talk about it on web interfaces, virtual spaces, and even many of the blogs. We'll have a lot of strategic partnership with companies like EA Sports and Tencent Games. Again, like I said, before we actually launched the product, we wanted to launch a game first. Arihant?
Yeah, so actually adding on to what Shay was talking about, you all know that you all will be wondering that we chose Anil Kapoor, the Mr. India, as our, and we also told that our target audience is 18 and the youth range. So you might be wondering why we chose Carrie Minati as well right now, because he is the youth god right now, and let's not get into why, but then he is. So he is. A lot of people actually have like strategic game companies like EA Sports, which produced all the FIFA games till now, and we are all big fans of, and Tencent games, which obviously everyone has used. So coming up, talking about sponsorship, which is our financial strategies, we thought of getting in touch with game developers, like we mentioned before, and Mr. India Production House, which actually developed the movie, so that it will be like a movie endorsement for them as well. And companies like Nerf, I am sure all of you have grown up playing a game like Nerf. It was fun. It was hanging out with your friends. It was something that you did with your friends. And over to Tejal.
Right. So just imagine the Nerf wars, guys. This will just take it to the next level. Imagine the laser tag places. Imagine hanging out with your friends, or just chilling in cafes or restaurants, or just having the time of your life. That's what this product is all about.
Right. So,
And
just before we end the pitch, how do we convince our investors, right? What do we actually offer them on the table? What kind of returns are we actually giving them? So, early sales projections, our team would be working relentlessly to get an accurate amount of early sales projections. How many sales are we planning to have? One of the major points that our brand would have, that it is seasonal because it is festive, but at the same time it will be high on any Halloween season. If we pull out stats from the internet, the kind of demand that is there for theme-based parties, for costumes, etc., is tremendous. And so the demand, even though it is seasonal, it will be extremely high. We have an extremely strong brand backing, especially in a country like India, where Bollywood is followed so much. And yeah, I think that is it from my side. From our side, we can just go back to the first slide so that you can just look at our tagline again.
Just to conclude everything that we talked about, it's basically a brand that
Next
we
slide,
built.
Ari.
So just to conclude everything that we talked about, it's a brand that everyone is dying to get right now. Everyone in the market is dying to get something like this, because considering the boom in the esports industry right now, and something cool as that, like all of us have wondered, we all wanted the Harry Potter invisible jacket, and it's something cool like this that and it's just a watch. You can wear it in your hand. It's very portable. It's something that you can do whatever you want with it. So it's something up to exploration of anyone's of every individual. So that's it from our side. Thank you.
Okay, Tejal, I have a question for you. You said that being able to become invisible, you're not going to have the concept of classes like caste, creed, race, gender, whatever. So, but don't you think it's going to create a new class altogether, like people who can become invisible and people who can't? So, how are you going to deal with that?
The product is all about having fun. So it's okay. Think of it this way: the more we sell, the cheaper the product is, right? Our brand positioning is about fun. It's not about expensive. So it's
And I
uh,
feel at the other end, sorry to cut you off, but I feel at the other end, it's something that unites us more, because it is something that everyone can have. It's not like a religion or something that
Exactly. Yeah.
that divides people, or
Just
so it's something that unites us overall.
Just to add on to that, like if you're talking about caste, creed, religion, etc., that is something you cannot change. You're born with it, right? Those subjections, those things are, they're just subjected to you. They're forced upon you. But this watch is something that is not forced upon you. It's available on all the marketing channels, online, offline. You can go buy it and be a part of the group. It gives you that option. It gives you that liberation. And again, this is just one of the ideas that we are propagating with the launch of our product. As Tejal mentioned, fun, festive, and fantasy remains our central idea, but this definitely is something that we completely support. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to everything that you've said. You've said that your watch would be available for mass distribution, right? So when a product is available for mass distribution, it can go into any hands. Now, suppose your product, it's taken by ले लो terrorist ले लेते हैं या कोई ले लेते हैं. The catastrophes that will follow, the consequences that will follow if it does go into the wrong hands. Can you pose any point here that would justify all that mass destruction?
like I already mentioned that there will be a geotag attached. There'll be software inside the watch, and of course there'll be other safety net security measures that will take care of exactly this, because that would be the first priority that the company will look forward into.
And also, when I say that it will be available to people, we'll always obviously choose strategic marketing channels, because you raise an extremely valid point. We'd make sure that our marketing channels that are chosen, the vendors, the suppliers we have partnerships with, they can be trusted and have extremely good reputation, so that the watch, in all its ability, serves its purpose and is not used for anything illegal or bad.
Can I ask a question, please?
Sure.
All right. So I actually have two questions. The first one just builds upon the question just asked. All right. So you mentioned marketing channels, strategic marketing channels. Great. I'm sure they exist for guns also. Yet guns end up in the wrong hands. And you mentioned the geotag also. That's also a valid point. But what's stopping me from just removing the watch after the crime? What will you track?
No, but what you're saying? What if you remove the watch after the crime?
Yeah. Let's say there's a
Yeah,
you know
but
there's a
while you're
there's
doing
a
the
mark.
crime, there is the watch, right? So the
Yeah, but
geotag is still
let's
there.
all right. Imagine a scenario in a room. There are 15 people. All right. Five of them have your invisibility watch. one of them, which is me, murders someone. All right. And then I remove that watch, leave it there, and then I leave the room. I'm still invisible. So
Uh,
how does your geotag play out in that scenario?
No,
yeah,
wait.
yeah. Sorry,
Go ahead.
sorry. But then, like you mentioned, it's like imagine I ask you the same question about a gun. There are five people, and I shoot one person, and then I leave my
Yeah,
gun.
but the
And
gun is
so
visible.
it's
That's the
something
thing.
like a unique identification code of each geotag, and which is linked to our data server, in which we could locate the person when and where they are going. And I understand your next question would be about data breach, but we just
No,
we
it's not. It's not. My question is simply a
It's
gun is visible.
embedded.
Yeah, it's
It's
embedded, but I can just
embedded.
move the
No,
watch, right? I can just
with your
remove the watch.
genetic, you can't. It won't be possible to just remove the watch. If the invisibility was just in the watch, then you won't be invisible forever.
So you're saying that the watch doesn't make me invisible. What makes me invisible? Is it the
The
watch?
watch is connected to yourself. You can't remove the watch.
Okay,
All right.
guys,
So the
sorry, the
okay,
time is up.
Genetic.
Yeah,
okay,
like
fair enough.
once you're invisible, you are invisible forever. So I
Yes.
guess.
Great
Right, but
chat,
the watch
great
requires surgical
question.
procedure to put
Oh,
on.
okay, okay, okay.
Guys,
We
Few
will
guys,
stop.
seconds,
please.
guys, we
We'll
gotta
stop this
finish.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, good. Anyway, Varun, next team up.
Yeah.
So the
Which
last
one?
thing is eCell, I guess, the product for eCell.
All right. So for Team eCell, your product is on your screen. So it's basically the beer by Corona, and the restriction is that it has coronavirus in it.
So if you drink it, you'll get the virus.
Or even touch it.
Start off. So our product today is going to be the Batmobile, and our product is basically a life-size merchandise sold by DC, and we're gonna talk about the sponsorship and marketing very soon. Now, the tagline that we've chosen for the our life-size Batmobile that only goes in reverse is the wait. Give me. Yeah, so the tagline that we've chosen for our product is that uh, not the car that the city needs, but the car that the city deserves. So it's our basic. Wait. So R&D is going to present more upon the marketing and sponsorship. So you can take over.
Hello. So our target audience will be loaded DC fanatics because a Batmobile isn't going to be inexpensive. We are only going to focus on the rich people here, the rich and the DC fanatics. And it's not actually only DC but also automobile fanatics here because the Batmobile itself is a masterpiece. Also, we'll try to tease we'll show the teasers around when the new Batman film is going to come. So when they'll release their teasers, we are also going to release our teasers just a little bit late. And then when the movie comes to the halls, we are going to show these. We are going to keep these bad movies in the movie in front of the movie halls for marketing purposes and PR purposes. Also, uh, yeah, I'll hand over to Manika for sponsorship.
So as Day and Aryan Day and Yash already mentioned, our product is going uh, to be a very exclusive and elite and a very sort of luxury product that not everyone can handle, and we are going to market it likewise. So I guess Aryan already mentioned that our preferred target audience would be loaded DC fanatics, by which we mean that obviously they're rich, because otherwise who can afford such a uh, heavily priced merchandise, obviously. And for the marketing, we have planned that we'll be revealing the product around the movie release, because already there's a lot of hype building around the movie, The Dark Knight, and so we are going to capitalize on that particularly. And besides that, for the sponsorship, we're already planning on partnering up with DC, because obviously it's their movie, so it's going to be a benefit on their sort of also. And besides that, we have two other brands, entities in mind. One of them is Henley. So we are going to launch a miniature toy version of the same, so that people who cannot afford the automobile can still get an experience, maybe not quite rich as an experience as our original product, which is the life-size Batmobile would offer, but a similar experience that would satiate their DC fanatic need. And besides that, another entity enterprise we are going to partner up with is Comic Con. So as you many of you might know, Comic Con happens every year in December, and avid comic fans come over there. So what we're going to do is we are going to the Comic Con is going to sponsor us, and our deliverable in return would be that we'll provide them with a car and an experienced trained professional, and they'll be allowed to charge a nominal price. So ever it will be a feature in the festival, so that people who actually attend Comic Con can come over there, maybe drive a Batmobile themselves, and since it could be hazardous, they'll do it under a trained professional's guidance. And for the marketing itself, since our product is not a product that needs selling, obviously, it's a product that will sell itself if we create the needed hype. And we're pretty sure going to do it with the help of the movie release itself. But besides that, and in addition to that, our sponsors, which are Hamley and Comic Con, are going to help us in marketing itself. So that's not a area we need much help in. But besides that, we're still looking on for influencer marketing, and to just create a social media presence, so that more and more people, it reaches to more and more people are aware about it, just so that it is, when they see it, it's not a foreign concept, it's something that they already know about, something that they're already anticipating. So yeah, that's the plan. Any questions? Wait, we're done.
Guys, does anyone have any questions from the other teams itself?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
My question is pretty simple. Actually, the Batmobile is known to be able to do, tons of things. It is amazing. It is creative. It is amazing. It is very helpful, right? And it can do a lot of things. How do you guarantee that there'll be no misuse of this? The Batmobile can ram through a wall. What's to stop someone from buying it and robbing a bank? Or
Uh,
getting away. Batman basically got away with anything because of his Batmobile. He ran away in his Batmobile, right? So he got away from the entire city's police force. What's to stop somebody else from doing that?
Okay, Ariman, when we said
So
fanatics, we didn't mean fanatics to that an extent, because I'm pretty sure
How would
that's
you
no,
not
no,
the
no,
differentiate?
case.
it's
How would you
okay.
differentiate someone like that?
Okay. One more. Yeah. So the answer to your question is in the question itself. The restriction we were given was the car will only run backwards. So I don't think I'm not sure if anyone is going to rob a bank going backwards.
Why not?
Can you show me
I,
anything? Like, I'm pretty sure no one can do that.
you see, it's a fantasy product, and there's nothing stopping me from driving a car backwards into a
Okay,
bank,
okay.
Okay,
So,
and
I'm
it's
pretty
happening.
like,
sure you
why?
cannot
Okay,
drive a car
okay. No,
backwards.
the thing is, like, when I'm creating a pro, like, why should I, guarantee what my consumer is going to do? So, first thing is that my consumer is going to be the elite of, like, elites of elites, the upper class. I'm pretty sure they won't do, they won't steal or rob a bank. If they are going to, and even if they are going to, go through a wall, they'll just pay for it at that time. Batman goes through
And
walls,
maybe
he goes through tons of stuff, but he, he gives the money away also.
And this is just an initial product thought. Maybe if it works out, we can have a whole catered experience. Maybe create a Batman land where they can do the particular thing and nobody, they wouldn't be facing jail time. So we can
Yeah,
create personalized experience like that, and that is something we'll expand upon based on the consumer feedback that we get. So maybe that is a reality you don't know right now.
yeah. But
I have a
can I ask
question,
a
if I
follow-up
may.
question? Can I
And
ask a follow-up question? It's related to the same, and I'm not
go
really
ahead, go ahead.
satisfied with the answer. That's why. Is it
Yeah,
okay if I
go ahead.
ask a follow-up question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Aryan, you told me that your product is for the elite and the rich upper class, right? What's to stop an upper class for fun to do something illegal?
Yeah,
Upper
yeah,
class
I
that's
guess
people
what I
are
the
said,
actually
right?
government.
people. No. That's exactly what I'm trying to say to you. That how will you guarantee that this product will not be misused by people who want to do some crazy illegal activity? Just because
Okay.
you're rich doesn't mean just because you're rich doesn't guarantee that, oh, I won't do anything illegal, right? That's what I'm trying to say. That how will you guarantee? Do you have any measures in place to prevent the misuse of this Batmobile for illegal activities? Do you have anything like that?
Okay,
That is all I was
Ariman,
trying to
I
know.
guess we have totally gone into the fantasy land right now. So if I were to, reply in a similar manner, maybe if we are selling a product and we have so many concerns, maybe we'll do a psychoanalysis of to the people that we sell, so that we make sure that they don't do any such thing. Maybe in a world where people are allowed to ram into wars without any consequences, maybe pretty sure we can analyze their whole personality and whatever they're going to do in the future, so that we can have we can
So you're
sleep
going to
at night
predict someone's
knowing
future.
that they're not going to do the same.
Can I ask a
Guys,
question,
sorry.
please?
I'm sorry, just one question. I wanted to confirm. You guys want me to do a psychoanalytical test before buying a car?
Okay, let me say one thing.
And
So
you're going to predict someone's
I
No,
wanna
future.
say,
just a yes
I
or
wanna
no
say, like,
question. Do
for
I
No,
need to give
so
a
if they want to
psychoanalytical
go over a
report?
car, if they want to go over a car, they should go over a car. That's it.
And
Okay.
Monica, you said that I'm going into fantasy world. These questions are the
Guys,
same questions that I asked by
guys,
any
the time
official.
is up.
See, the
I'm
thing,
sorry.
Right,
like I
right.
When we're
told,
letting other
if it's a
people
Asking the
ask
same
fantasy
multiple
question.
world, they
questions,
want
then
to
I
go
feel
over a
Guys,
we've
the
car,
been
time
raising
they
is
hands for a
up.
can
long
go over
time,
a
and I
car.
feel
Guys, the
we all
time is
should be
up.
giving
Guys,
chance
the
to
time is
people.
up.
The
Let's
time is
I'm
up.
sorry you let
yeah, we have to
other
put a
other
pin
teams
on
ask
all of
questions
this.
repeatedly, follow-up questions as well. I feel everyone should get a chance at least once.
Fine, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
thank you.
totally open.
So I was asking about like you talked about the elitist tag, right? So how do you think won't it create another
another, yeah, I guess, Arihant, you were muted.
okay, I'm sorry. So what I was trying to say is, don't you think it will create an economic difference and which will lead to, like, I think Yusra was mentioning last time as well. So don't you think something
See, that is an obvious thing with a feature when we are giving a product with so many exclusive features, with so many high tech features. Obviously the product price is going to be high, and there's only going to be a very small exclusive group of people who are going to afford it. So to tackle that question, I've already mentioned that we're planning on having sponsors or partnering up with both Comic Con and then again Hamleys. So maybe people, even kids are big DC fanatics. So, but obviously they cannot have a car. So maybe they can have a miniature version of it that has sort of similar features to just get an experience of the Batmobile. And then again, we were planning on.
You're
Monica, you were
mute. You're
muted
on
too.
mute, Monica.
Okay, please don't mute. That is really frustrating. Okay, so in Comic Con itself, I do mention, if you remember, that we'll be partnering up with Comic Con, and they'll be having an arena within the festival area itself, wherein people can have a first-hand experience of the Batmobile itself with a trained professional. So if you cannot afford it, at least you can experience it. That is our motto. We want to give as much as experience as we want, and we have already tackled the economic divide, as you say it, by giving at least an experience, some sort of experience. Maybe not that rich, not that exquisite of an experience, but some resemblance to it.
Okay, guys.
Arianta, are you satisfied with the answer with that useless question?
I'm sorry, I don't think this is respectful to ask questions like this and mute other people. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is the way how to
I'm
speak.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Are
the
you
people
questions
like
what are
we
I
your
don't
didn't
questions
think
around?
mute
I
you,
don't
right?
think saying
I'm pretty
someone
sure we didn't
telling
mute
someone that
you.
it's a stupid question is the right way to speak. I'm not sure about that.
Okay,
This is
Okay.
you
how
guys can
Okay.
this is the
have
language
Guys,
that you
that
want
guys,
to use.
silence
Okay,
first.
guys,
I'm pretty sure.
guys,
Yeah,
let
yeah,
me
yeah,
ask.
yeah. We
guys,
can do a
We
debate
should
also.
move to the
guys,
next scene.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Isel, you guys can start now. Isel, you gotta start now.
Isel?
You've already gotten really extra time because of the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
And the clock is
You
running out.
guys, you need to start right now. Like, I'm starting the time.
Um, Team Isel. Um,
Isel, are you guys
Team
here?
Isel, guys.
Guys, your time is
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so our product is Corona with Corona, and the tagline is hangover so bad you will have to quarantine. So this is our target demographic. Since coronavirus is a very deadly disease, we obviously have people who do not believe in the coronavirus itself. So that is our primary target audience. These are mostly anti-vaxxers. These are Trump campaign supporters. These are small business owners who do not believe in the coronavirus and they just want their businesses to run, right? And they have been opened uh, during the coronavirus pandemic as well. These are beer and clubbing enthusiasts, and then we have Adil and Aryaman in our target demographic as well, right? So why did we choose Trump campaign supporters? Because not most probably, data shows that Trump campaign supporters are most likely to be anti-vaxxers, flat Earth society members, and people in general who do not. Um, Obey to the social distancing and wearing the mask norms. Hence, this will be our primary audience because they have been shopping all throughout the pandemic. They don't care about the coronavirus. They don't believe in coronavirus. If you don't believe in something, then you'll do whatever you want to. Right? Madhuri, can you
Yeah.
take over?
So the marketing pitch, the marketing strategy that we are going to follow is we are going to integrate ourselves with the Corona beer brand and also market it within the range of our marketing budget, and we are going to advertise or promote it on these platforms like TVs, Facebook IG ads, and also blogs, where we are going to use those ambassadors which who are likely against corona, which are like, can I say, antagonists against corona, and also newspapers, billboards, magazines, etc. And we are going to advertise it on Fox News because we have high range of customers who are supporters of the Trump campaign. So, you know why Trump, as Dhruv explained. So, when we advertise it on Fox News, the TV channel, we are more likely to get a high reach. And yeah, over to Dhruv.
Yes. Next up is the digital marketing strategy. Since everything is gone digital now, we obviously believe that digital marketing strategy will be the uh, one of the few things which can propel our business and our revenue. So we are going to collaborate with influencers and pages which fall into our target demographic. As I told earlier, since there are communities offline who believe in anti-vaccine, who do not believe in vaccines and who do not believe that the earth is round, we are going to collaborate with these pages and influencers who have the majority of their audience falling into this target demographic and collaborating them in all sorts of ways, posting regularly about us. Genuine content always wins over sponsored content, right? So these people are most likely to buy a product for what the product is. So if we just advertise it to them and have a unpaid partnership, even that works for them. Why? Because they genuinely believe in a product. We don't even have to pay them. So this is actually a big plus point for us. And if the Trump campaign, if the Trump administration is actually endorsing a product, it basically means that the entire population, not entire population, half the population, almost half the population which voted for Trump, which is around 70 million people, that is our major target audience, uh, will definitely try a product. Next, we are going to launch an affiliate program. So our website is on our website, on Amazon, on Shopify, on multiple e-commerce websites, as well as our own website. We are going to launch an affiliate program, which basically lets consumers create their own profile on the website. If they are on Amazon, they already have their platform, their profile set, and they can be a part of a affiliate program wherein if they share, they create their own custom URL, a link, and if they share it to their friends and families, they receive a 10% commission for every beer can or bottle or crate sold. So this basically creates a chain reaction and gets people, say if we get 100 customers, we can easily scale to 1,000 customers in a matter of few weeks, and 1,000 to 10,000 in another few weeks. Hence, this brings us to an exponential growth rather than a linear growth. Yeah, Madhuri. Madhuri, are you there?
Madhuri, you're on mute.
Sorry. The PR outreach that we are going, the relation that we are going to build with the customers are more likely the administrators of the Trump, because you know why, like Mike Pompeo and Ivanka Trump, etc., so that we can build a healthy relations with the public, and to see that the product actually goes into the market and we get a reach. Yeah, over to Dhruv.
Yeah, we are basically going to partner with Trump administration campaigns, as Madhuri told, because these people already have a huge funding behind them, and they have a huge following of Trump campaign supporters. Hence, it is obvious that if we partner with them, it is much likely that without any paid partnership, as such, we don't have to pay them anything. We can just give them a royalty. So, for example, if a crate is being a crate of 12 beers is being sold for 29.99, $30, let's say, then we can have a royalty partnership with Trump organization members, so that you know for they are helping us in the PR, and whenever we sell something, they get a small 5%, 10% commission, not a commission, basically a royalty basis. Next up is funding and partnership. Again, the entire thing is supported on Trump, and we have to have a royalty contract with Donald Trump, and use his existing brand and image to generate the initial funding which we have, using the connections which Trump has. Then we can easily scale our brand not just in North America but in other countries as well, such as Russia and China and North Korea, since these are more likely to support Donald Trump for personal and political reasons. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we ask questions?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you
Yeah.
can.
All right. So for the most part, loved your pitch. Great pitch. So I just want to ask, to market a product, you require so to market a product which is harmful. So just to give you a reference, marketing of cigarettes and alcohol isn't allowed, and those are deadly, but they aren't a pandemic causing virus. Okay. And for those, advertising is not allowed, marketing is not allowed. How do you go about advertising a product for which there is no way, for a food product for which there is no way you'll ever get FDA approval? So how do you convince a
Um,
news network, or for that matter, the public or the government, given that Trump has just gone out of office, to support something which is a cause of a global pandemic? Since majority of your advertising relied on Trump support,
yes.
which unfortunately you don't have now. I mean, he's not in power. I'm sure you have his support.
He is okay. So I'll answer your question. So he Trump will remain in power until January, where Biden will be put into when that time Biden will be put into office. Also, we
Right.
have a small chance of the elections being rigged and Trump being put back into office. But that is another case. We are not talking about
All right. We
politics
can.
over
Yeah.
here. I'll just
Yeah.
answer your question straight away. So FDA approvals, that is not a headache. We are just marketing. We are just the marketing guys. The competition is
No,
marketing.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying
So
you can't market a product which is not approved by the FDA.
no, the FDA will approve a product because, as I
Yeah, FDA will
mentioned,
approve coronavirus.
Array, how can we market a product if if the product is not FDA approved? How can Team Envision
That's what
give
I'm
us a
asking.
product if it is not FDA approved? The product has to be approved from the FDA in case we want to market it, right? Hence, otherwise, if we just go on about this, the previous product of
All right.
Jumanji,
Fair
it
enough. Fair
also
enough.
doesn't get approvals, right?
And just one last question. One last question. How do you plan on using your product and keeping it in the market after January 20th, after Joe Biden is sworn in?
Okay, so if even if Joe Biden is sweared in, it does not, demean or not demean. What would I say? I'm not able to find the right word, but it would not cause a huge chaos or decrease in sales for a product. Because if you are an ardent supporter of the Trump campaign, then it's obvious you are going to continue to rebel against Joe Biden. Hence, we are going to use that to our benefit. While Joe stays in office, people are obviously going to be angry, and emotions can easily be triggered as a purchase decision.
All right. Sure. Sure.
Can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, go on.
All right.
I want.
Firstly, Dhruv and team, a brilliant presentation all round. Absolutely loved it. Just one teeny tiny question, which is how are you going to market a product which gives you corona, the cause of a global pandemic, which has caused, like, I can't even go into the GDP loss on all of that, leave that. But how do you market a product like this where your competitor is Budweiser, Bud Light, Heineken, companies which already have a majority of the existing market cap? And here's the most important part, those products don't give you corona, those products don't cause a global pandemic. How do you plan to compete with those products? Secondly, your from your pitch, what I understood is you're limiting your demographic to the United States. That's where primary of your demographic is situated. Are you
Yes.
simply confirming for us that your product will never get global?
I don't think that a product needs to go global if it wants to succeed, right? We have Flipkart, but Flipkart is not in the entire world. So, number one thing, it's better to go national first and then think. It's better to have, um, something rather than going for everything, because you may lose everything in case you want to go international, right? So we are going to focus primarily the first few years. I think first 5 to 7 years we are going to focus um, in the national sales. Also, regarding our competitors, the biggest manufacturer is AB InBev, and the Corona brand, beer brand, is also manufactured by AB InBev, and AB InBev is the manufacturer which makes Budweiser as well. Hence, it is not just a competitor. The brand is our competitor, but at the end, the manufacturers are the ones who are going to win all around, because as we all know, most of the brands have bought other brands, right? They reduce the lower competition, right? Just as Walmart bought Flipkart, such as same similarly, AB InBev has multiple beer brands under their name, and one such brand is Corona. Hence, if Corona wins, AB InBev eventually wins. So they are not competitors. Uh, they are competitors on the branding level, but on the proper revenue level, it's going to benefit the entire board.
I have a question. Do you mind if I ask that? Just one last one.
Yeah, it should be the
Yeah, it'll
last
be the last
question of
question.
that.
Yeah. It's basically a question like, okay, so when Trump was in office, he had a little bit of immunity, right, to a lot of legal cases going on against him. But now that he's out of office in January, there are a lot of legal cases that are going to, get a lot of momentum against him, right? So my question is this: that since Trump is your basic funding, he's your only, like you presented, he's your only sponsor. How is he going to help you when he's going to be defending himself against all of these lawsuits, and the number of lawsuits against him are just crazy. Like I just saw it, and they're amazing. Like the number is amazing. So how do you plan to get Trump support when he's going to be busy defending himself?
Are you calling this product illegal?
Am I
Shouldn't
calling
we?
this product illegal? No, 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 no. I'm just saying that about your funding, about your sponsorship. I'm not calling it illegal or not. I'm just saying that about your funding. How will you secure your funding when Trump is going to be busy in a dozen different lawsuits? And all of them are against, and all of them are by the system
Um,
against him.
guys, we thank you for your time, but we'll have to
Thank you
close
so
this
much.
discussion now.
Yeah.
Team Isel, we've had a wonderful time listening to your debate.
Thank you so much, guys, for participating. Also, the uh, winners will be announced tomorrow. So, thank you all for participating. We had a wonderful time with all your pitches, lovely pitches. Thank you. You may leave the
Thank you,
session.
guys. Great event.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Sparsh.
Thank
guys.
you guys. Great event. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you
was
for all the
awesome. Yeah,
experts.
thank you
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, great
Adil
event.
WhatsApp me. Adil WhatsApp me. Bye.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank
team. I
you.
just want to ask. I
Ouch,
don't know if
you
it was.
forgot your main customer. Ouch.
I was just wondering if it was allowed for people to use strong language. So I was just wondering about that. That's it.
Uh,
Actually, no, it shouldn't
It
be
was
used, but
unexpected, Arihan.
yeah, it was
yeah,
Yeah.
unexpected actually.
I hope you
we are,
consider that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
calling
Yeah,
someone
yeah,
absolutely.
stupid
Take
is
that
That's
under
yeah,
something.
and
absolutely.
we are,
consideration.
yeah, and on behalf of Envision, we are sorry for that this
No, I'm
happened.
not asking you to apologize for that. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, yeah, but we'll consider it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.